And
this
give
is
you
my
space. Yeah.
Melania Trump impression. Okay, I gotta get the face right.
Okay.
I love my husband, President Barack Obama.
Imagine if she or someone else did that, and it was Michelle Obama. They were mocking Michelle Obama, but just thinking about that out loud. We got Heat Street's Louise Mensch, liberal commentator Danielle McLaughlin, Fox News contributor Katherine Timpf. Katherine, what do you think? How would it be then?
It would not be tolerated. She'd be being called a racist, first of all. And also, the fact is, it just wasn't a very good impression. The accent wasn't spot on, and Melania speaks 5 languages, so God forbid she have kind of an accent in English. How dare she? Come on.
You know, I think it's going to be open season, I think, between this woman, of course, what we saw with the cast of Hamilton, you know, lecturing to Vice President-elect Pence, Louise. I have to wonder where this is going, what we're in for here, and whether we should be in for it, or whether any of those on the right or this new president and vice president coming in should be in for it.
You know where we're going? We're going to go to a second Trump term. If these are the kind of opponents that he and his family are going to have, we're going to a massive second Trump victory. How mean-spirited and how snobby did this woman look, just taking the mickey, that is to say, that's a limey expression, for insulting Melania Trump, who's just a part of the first family. Really, is she a politician? Have we traditionally done that to first ladies? It appears to be an open season on everybody around the president-elect. And look, I opposed him during the election, but it's time to come together. And these people just look pathetic, Neil. They really do.
Danielle, I'm sure you feel the same way, but when you see and look at this, I mean, it does sort of get old after a while. I know how they felt during the campaign, and they made that very, very obvious. Fine, I can understand. I know how it feels to lose. I mean, a lot of Republicans go back and say, well, we've been through the same thing and all, but
sure.
When and how do you let go, or do you?
You know, I agree with Louise. I think that this is completely counterproductive, and all this does is push more people into the Trump team, and that's obviously not what Democrats want. I will say to Louise's point that this is unheard of. You know, Michelle Obama took a lot of flack for having bare arms on a magazine cover, and way back in 1992, the New Yorker, in fact, did a cartoon about Hillary Clinton making jokes about her boxy suit jackets, which of course haven't really gone anywhere. So this isn't the first time this has happened, and both sides can be accused of it. But I think
it happens a little bit more when it concerns the right, doesn't it?
Well, I mean, we've got a Hollywood elite, a Hollywood
right.
in your terms, who are vastly democratic, and so they use their art, they use their podium, they use their pulpit to make a statement, and we can have arguments about whether that's right or wrong, but it's a fact that
well,
we
you
have
know,
a lot of
I
Democrats
actually
in
think,
Hollywood.
you know, they're free to do it. You want to do it, have a field day and all that, but I think my worry, Katherine, is that when they keep doing it, they only hurt themselves. I mean, everyone's free to express their opinion or whatever, but it gets old after a while, doesn't it?
Yeah, everybody saw that and was reminded of being made fun of by the, you know, mean girl bully in high school or middle school, or that's how at least I thought of it, or what it reminded me of, especially because you said if they want to use their platform to make points about people, fine, but what point was she making? She was just trying to be mean. That's it, and that's how everybody sees it, and it's a turnoff no matter who you're talking about.
You know, Louise, I was thinking as well, given Melania's plans, at least in the first few months of the administration, to let her 10-year-old son, Barron, finish school in New York, so maybe not join her husband in the White House. Well, that's going to open up another whole field of play, right?
Well, I've got kids Barron Trump's age, and I really hope that the liberal left and these celebrities have at least the decency to leave the child alone if they can't seem to leave his mother alone. I find it so completely obnoxious. I believe this celebrity, Gigi, has said she's anti-bullying, and yet what do we see her doing to the First Lady, well, she hasn't been elected, but our future First Lady? It's just so hypocritical, Neil, and I think regular Americans are just sick and tired of this stuff. Yeah, you have free speech, sure, but free speech doesn't have to be rude speech, and that's what we're seeing when we see the Hamilton actors and this model criticize the people around the president-elect.
I have to disagree. I think the Hamilton actors were extremely respectful. They called Vice President-elect Sir. They talked about all Americans. And I think we also have to think a little bit about leadership from the top. And I think this brings up bigger issues of moral authority. And we saw Donald Trump for well over a year using his bully pulpit on Twitter to really take on people in a really cruel and negative way.
But do you go to a show,
Melania
Danielle? Do you ever go to a show, Danielle, and know you're going to be picked out of the audience?
No, of course not. Of course not. But my point is that this was not disrespectful. It was completely respectful.
All right.
Oh, come on. Melania's not Donald.
right,
Melania's
You're talking about
Well,
Donald
he
Trump.
shouldn't
He's a
have,
fake account.
actually,
Melania did nothing.
He might have been punching down, even making a big to-do of it himself, and just ignored it like water off respect. But it is what it is. Ladies, thank you all very, very much.
Thank you.
All right, well, we know that the administration coming in has some big plans, but is the debt going to get in a big way after this?